21 job interview questions you need to know. And how to answer them with confidence and impact. Crushing a job interview isn't just about having the right experience, it's about understanding what interviewers are really asking, crafting answers that demonstrate self-awareness and value, and delivering them with clarity and poise. Here's a detailed breakdown of 21 essential interview questions, what they truly mean, and how to answer them in a way that positions you as the perfect hire. 1. Tell me about yourself. What they actually mean: give me a clear, relevant overview of your professional story and why it makes you a strong fit for this role. How to nail it: think of this as your 60 to 90-second elevator pitch. Focus on 3 parts. 1. A brief background of your professional journey. 2. Key accomplishments or strengths. 3. Why all of that makes you excited about this opportunity. Example answer. I started my career in digital marketing after earning a degree in communications, working first with small startups where I quickly learned to wear many hats, from SEO to content strategy. Over the last 5 years, I've specialized in data-driven growth campaigns, particularly for e-commerce brands. What excites me about this role at company is your bold approach to digital storytelling. I see a lot of alignment with my skill set and the impact I'd love to make here. 2. Why do you want to work here? What they actually mean: did you take the time to learn about us? And does our mission align with your career goals? How to nail it: research is key. Highlight a specific project, value, or reputation the company holds that genuinely excites you, and show how your skills can add value. Example answer. I've long admired company's leadership in sustainable product development, especially your recent partnership with notable org. With my background in supply chain and my passion for ethical sourcing, I see a real opportunity to contribute meaningfully to your mission. 3. What are your strengths? What they actually mean: what makes you effective, and how can we count on you to deliver results? How to nail it: pick 2 or 3 strengths directly relevant to the job and back each with a brief, specific example. Example answer. I'd say one of my core strengths is problem solving. During a recent rollout of a new software platform, I identified a process bottleneck and designed a workaround that cut onboarding time by 30%. I'm also highly collaborative, often acting as a liaison between technical and non-technical teams to ensure smooth communication. 4. What are your weaknesses? What they actually mean: can you own your areas for growth and show that you're actively improving? How to nail it: choose a real, work-related weakness, something that won't sabotage the role, and focus on how you're addressing it. Example answer. I used to struggle with overcommitting to projects. I'd say yes to everything, which made prioritization difficult. I've since learned to pause, evaluate capacity, and use project management tools to better allocate my time. 5. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What they actually mean: are you focused, and is there a growth path here for you? How to nail it: share a vision that includes professional development and contributions to the company. Avoid sounding like you're planning to jump ship. Example answer. In 5 years, I'd love to grow into a leadership role where I'm mentoring others and driving strategy, ideally within a company like yours that values innovation and long-term thinking. 6. Why should we hire you? What they actually mean: how are you different from other candidates? How to nail it: sell your unique edge, a combo of relevant experience, problem solving, and passion. Example answer. With my background in customer success and my track record of increasing client retention by 40%, I bring both experience and a genuine passion for relationship building. I'm confident I can help company deepen customer engagement from day one. 7. Tell me about a time you failed. What they actually mean: can you learn from setbacks and take accountability? How to nail it: tell a real story of a challenge, what went wrong, what you learned, and how it improved your work. Example answer. Early in my career, I led a product launch that missed the mark because I hadn't aligned closely enough with customer feedback. The experience taught me the value of early user validation, and I now build customer checkpoints into every stage of development. 8. How do you handle stress or pressure? What they actually mean: will you stay focused when things get tough? How to nail it: share practical coping strategies and an example of maintaining performance under stress. Example answer, I view pressure as a cue to pause, break tasks into priorities, and communicate proactively. During a website relaunch with a tight deadline, I organized daily check-ins and delegated responsibilities, which helped the team deliver ahead of schedule. 9. Describe a time you worked in a team. What they actually mean, can you collaborate effectively? How to nail it, describe the goal, your role, how you contributed, and the team's outcome. Example answer, in a cross-functional project to launch a new app feature, I collaborated with product, design, and QA. I took ownership of documentation and testing coordination, helping ensure a smooth rollout with minimal bugs. 10. What is your leadership style? What they actually mean, how do you inspire and manage people? How to nail it, share your guiding leadership principles, then give a real example. Example answer, I believe in servant leadership, empowering others by removing obstacles and offering support. When I led a team of 5 through a major transition, I focused on transparency and empathy, which helped us not only hit our goals but build trust. 11. What is your greatest achievement? What they actually mean, what defines you as a high-impact professional? How to nail it, choose a result that aligns with the company's goals and reflects your initiative and value. Example answer, in my last role, I led the overhaul of our email marketing system, implementing A/B testing and segmentation that increased conversions by 45% in 6 months. It required cross-departmental collaboration and data analysis, and it showed me how strategy and execution go hand in hand. 12. Why did you leave your last job? What they actually mean, are you leaving for the right reasons, and can we trust your motivations? How to nail it, be honest but diplomatic. Never badmouth your previous employer. Focus on growth and alignment. Example answer, I really valued my time at previous company, but I'm ready for a new challenge where I can take on more strategic responsibilities and grow within a company that's scaling globally, like target company. 13. Describe a time you resolved a conflict. What they actually mean, can you handle interpersonal challenges maturely? How to nail it, choose a real situation, highlight active listening and compromise, and focus on a positive outcome. Example answer, 2 team members had opposing views on a marketing approach. I facilitated a meeting where we aligned on shared goals and ultimately combined both perspectives into a solution that boosted our campaign performance. The process strengthened team collaboration. 14. Tell me about a time you went above and beyond. What they actually mean, will you go the extra mile without being asked? How to nail it, tell a story where your extra effort delivered noticeable results, even if it wasn't part of your job description. Example answer. When a colleague fell ill before a client presentation, I stepped in, learned the material in 48 hours, and delivered the pitch. The client signed a 6-month contract, and it became one of our highest value accounts that year. 15. What do you know about our company? What they actually mean, did you care enough to research us? How to nail it, mention the company's mission, recent milestones, culture, or market standing. Example answer, I know, company, is a leader in AI-driven customer service and just rolled out a voice assistant integration with partner company. I'm impressed by your focus on innovation and how you balance user experience with powerful tech. 16. How do you prioritize your work? What they actually mean, can you manage competing tasks without dropping the ball? How to nail it, talk about time management tools, methods, e.g. Eisenhower matrix, agile boards, and communication. Example answer. I prioritize by urgency and impact, using tools like Trello and time blocking. I also communicate regularly with stakeholders to adjust priorities if new needs arise. This helped me reduce missed deadlines by 70% last quarter. 17. What motivates you? What they actually mean, will you be engaged and energized in this role? How to nail it, tie your motivation to aspects of the role, purpose, challenge, learning, teamwork. Example answer, I'm driven by solving complex problems and seeing how my work improves people's lives. At my last job, building a mobile tool that saved customers time on billing was incredibly satisfying. It made my work feel meaningful. 18. What do you do in your free time? What they actually mean, are you a well-rounded person, and do your interests support your soft skills? How to nail it: be honest, and where possible, show transferable skills, e.g. creativity, discipline, curiosity, leadership. Example answer: I enjoy hiking and photography, both help me disconnect and stay creative. I also run a small blog about urban architecture, which has sharpened my storytelling skills and taught me how to grow an online audience. 19. What salary are you looking for? What they actually mean: can we afford you, and do you know your worth? How to nail it: do your research, give a realistic range, and express flexibility if appropriate. Example answer: based on my research and the scope of this role, I'm looking for something in the range of $X, $Y, but I'm open to discussion based on the full compensation package and growth opportunities. 20. Do you have any questions for us? What they actually mean: are you genuinely interested and thinking critically about this role? How to nail it: always ask questions. Good examples include: how do you define success in this role? What challenges is the team currently facing? How would you describe the team culture here? 21. When can you start? What they actually mean: how soon can we count on you? How to nail it: be honest, consider your current obligations, and express enthusiasm. Example answer: I'm excited about this opportunity and could start as soon as 2 weeks after a formal offer, which allows me to wrap up current responsibilities professionally. Subscribe, like, comment, share.